Today we're going to look at another principle, and that is the law of cause and effect. And this is taking responsibility for your reality. So welcome back, my fellow alchemists, and a warm welcome to those of you who are joining us maybe for the first time. I'm Dreyer, and I'm your guide in this extraordinary journey as we embark on this YouTube, let's call it course, Become a Modern Day Alchemist. We're going to build upon the foundation of being a modern day alchemist and unlock the secrets of manifestation from the realm of ideas to the physical realm without the need of any financial resources. Today, our focus is on a very powerful concept that can transform our reality, and that is the law of cause and effect. Now, this law basically says that it's time to take full responsibility for the reality that you are experiencing. What do I mean with that? The universe shows you exactly 100%, there's no exception, how you are busy applying the 7 principles of the Hermetic laws. If you reflect where you are in the 7 areas of life, you're going to see it's because of choices that you've made in the past that you are experiencing what you're experiencing, that you are where you are right now. Every single thought that you had in the past and every single action that you had brought you to where you are right now listening to me. That is incredible. In 1982, my life changed when I understood this basic principle. I was down and out in my life, right? Everything failed, and I could not get it. I could not understand it. And then I read a book by 𝗪𝗲 because of desperation. I wanted to know what is the secret. And there's a book called The Greatest Secret in the World by 𝗪𝗲. So I read that book several times. I could not find the secret until I read for maybe the 5th or the 6th time scroll 4. And one verse in scroll 4 changed this, and this brings me to the law of cause and effect. Because that verse basically says, I'm not on this earth by chance, I'm here for a purpose. And that purpose is not to shrink into a grain of sand, but to grow into a mountain. And henceforth I'll apply all my efforts to become the highest mountain of them all. And I will strain my potential until it cries for mercy. Now you're going to say, to be honest, what has this law to do with the story? The connection that I've made was, at that point in my life, I've never studied my potential because I never took responsibility. It was always someone else's fault. There was always a reason why I was not successful. There was always a reason why I did not succeed. I've never taken the responsibility because I did not want to understand this principle, this universal principle. It's because of the choices that I've made. It's because of the responsibility. It's because of that I was in that situation. There was absolutely no one to blame. No one to blame but me. It was not the bank's manager's fault. It was not my mom's fault. It was not the fact that my dad died when I was 7, his fault. It was not my teacher's fault. It was no one's fault. It was not the government's fault. It was my own because I've never taken responsibility, because I could always blame someone else or something else for my situation. And this is what I want to bring to you today. If you blame anyone for anything in your life, anything, my friend, you're not taking responsibility, and therefore you are where you are because of this universal principle. You cannot change this principle. You can only embrace this principle and then use this principle to your advantage. So you are responsible for every single action, for every single experience that you have in your life, because whatever decision you make today will have a consequence. You cannot ignore it. Whatever you decide today will have a consequence. Now, some people say, but I'm not going to make that decision today. You've already got the consequence, because then you're going to say exactly the same way. And Einstein says insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And I see so many people when they come to investment, they give their money to someone else. And then they say, okay, but I'm going to take it to another person. You're doing it in the same industry with the same mentality where you're giving your responsibility away, my friend. If you give your money away to someone else in the hope that they're going to tell you what to do, you are setting yourself up for financial failure. Why? Because you can't learn the skills to do it yourself. You can't learn how to manage the risk. You can't learn how to manage the growth. Now, the reason why we do it is because we don't want to take that responsibility. We'd rather give it to someone else. But the result of that is misery. The result of that is poverty. The result of that is that you are not going to be where you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years. I'm not saying that is your situation. I'm talking in general, because I can't talk in general because I've got 40 years of experience in doing this, of 22 years in terms of teaching, where I've seen people 21 years ago that says, no, I'm not going to change. Now come back and say, what must I do? Where do I start? I want to use this to invite you, take control of your destiny and to understand that you have the power to shape your life. Not me, not your parents, not your spouse, not your siblings, no one. But you've got the power to shape your life because the answer is in your hands. So from the perspective of a modern day alchemist, the law of cause and effect holds immense significance. It teaches us that every single action that we take has a corresponding reaction. And we are the architects of our own outcome. This principle unlocks the secret to manifesting wealth and success. So when it comes to wealth manifestation, the law of cause and effect underscores the importance of aligning our thoughts and our beliefs and our actions with our financial goals. Can you see this duality? We're in this 30 days of duality. You have to think of doing the right thing and then do the right thing before you're going to get the right action. Because every single time there's certain things, if you do not believe that you can do it, and you believe that you must rely on someone else to do it for you, you are violating this principle. So positive thoughts and abundant mindset, that is going to create a ripple effect on condition that you take the necessary action steps in the right way. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy goal. And in order to get there, I must get the right information and skills in the right order for the level of the game. Only then can we attract opportunities and resources and financial prosperity. Conversely, negative thoughts and scarcity mindset can perpetuate lack and financial struggle. This concept resonates very deeply with the Hermetic principle of correspondence. In fact, with all the principles, which reminds us of the interconnectedness of whole things. Just as an alchemist transmutes ideas into gold, we too can transform our financial reality through intentional action. By applying our thoughts and behaviors with the vibration of wealth, we literally become magnets of manifestation. But first, there's the attraction and the manifestation. It's that duality again in play. So the one cannot be without the other. Maybe let me give you a more practical example of how you can apply the law of cause and effect in realm of wealth. So set clear financial goals. And then I want you to take consistent, inspired actions towards achieving them. I want you to cultivate an abundance mindset through gratitude and affirmations. That is by far the quickest way to do it. And then I want you to surround yourself with supportive, like-minded individuals who uplift and inspire you on this financial journey that you embark on. By the way, this is why we've got the inner circle and the masterminds in the Wealth Creators Development Program. So now it's time for your task that will empower you on this path of manifestation. I want you to take a moment and do a little bit of introspection and identify any negative thought patterns or limiting beliefs around wealth that may be holding you back. And then challenge and replace them with positive affirmations and empowering beliefs. But more importantly, go inward first and see how you could change that. And then say, but what outward actions can I take so that I can gain the skills? Because everything boils down to skills. So remember, you have the power to rewrite your financial story. As we conclude, I want to leave you with a sense of inspiration and motivation. Embrace the law of cause and effect as a guiding principle in your life. Take full responsibility for your thoughts, your actions, and your choices, knowing that they shape your reality. Empower yourself to manifest wealth and success by embodying the qualities of a modern-day alchemist. I invite you, of course, to share and comment on this video. That is going to help us to spread this knowledge and the power of alchemy to other people. So thank you so much for watching, and I encourage you to continue on this journey by exploring the full course as well as all the upcoming lessons. And remember, you have the potential to create miracles in your life. Thank you once again for being part of this transformative community. I really look forward to see you in the next lesson. So stay inspired, my fellow alchemists.